Hi, everyone. We are nearly ready.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lou Williams.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's John Collins. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Snell in at the small forward position. And for Brooklyn, Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Jordan in at the 5 down low.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in his scoring and in his...
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Charity stripe shot. Bogdanovich, no luck. Irving with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Here's Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
Snell dishes to Young. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Well, it was the Hawks winning their last game against Orlando.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
I love the communication, love the hustle. They came up with big stops all night.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
KD finds Jordan from 17 feet out. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
What I like about that play, DeAndre Jordan not just looking to corral the miss, he's looking to finish the job.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Back to Young. And it's a really delicate balance for some teams at this point, trying to keep guys rested and ready for the playoffs, but also, Steve, not wanting to lose their momentum.
So true, and there's much more of a focus on that now. Balancing the workload across all 12 guys is almost a science at this point.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. No good that time. Great D that time from Jordan. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 1. Young's shot is good.
I mean, he's young, but the game just looks like it's slowed down for Trae. Knows exactly where to get his shots.
Harden the pass to Harris. Nets passing it around. Young with the steal. Bogdanovich left side. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Here's Irving. Jordan trying to free himself up, and that one's good. Irving.
What's nice about this in-between area for Kyrie, compared to going to the rim, he has a little more room to get his shot off.
It's Collins with the drive, and Durant sends it back, and the shot goes in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Harden drops in the layup for 2.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. Inside. And the dunk by Capella.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Harden right side. And that one drops for him.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Irving with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. And Harris wide open. He shoots, but they'll get another chance. The 3 from KD. Rebound Atlanta.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Outside Collins. Some solid defense from Harris.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Hawks lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Irving. Griffin is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. And it's Luwawu in at the 3, the small forward.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Gallinari dishes to Okongwu. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks. Irving looking for an opening. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. There's his 3rd field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
For a guy who is 6'3", Kyrie shows us he has great confidence playing inside.
Herter passes to Gallinari. Pass to Williams. Shot clock at 6. And Griffin sends it back.
Griffin has great timing. That's the reason why he blocked that shot.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Jordan comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Harden in for Kyrie Irving. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Dunn's checked in. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Harden missing again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Dunn with it. To the inside. Here's Okongwu. That one no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Majority of the night, they were in attack mode. Tremendous effort all the way around.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Herter passes to Hunter. Now done. Down low. Here's Gallinari. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Gallinari's got his first basket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Got a piece of it, and stolen by Jordan. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Gallinari passes to Okongwu. They double him with Jordan. Gallinari wide open. Harden grabs the miss.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Herter. 14 points from him the last game against Orlando. Now the pass to Gallinari. It's stolen by Green. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way over Hunter. And the shot is long.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Herter, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Durant with a wide open look. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. KD's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
And having Kevin Durant is such a luxury. At times you can give him the ball and just get out of the way.
Left side, Irving. Good defensive work there by Young.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
And a close game so far. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good. And with Durant back in action, you know the Achilles will be on his mind and everyone else. And that...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Young in at the point guard position.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Capella.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And here's Harden for 3. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Here's Harden. A solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Harden's got 6 here in this quarter.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
And stolen by Jordan. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Durant down low. He's guarded by Collins. Nobody near Irving. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Irving's got 9.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Young against Harden. Young's shot is off. Nets leading by 8. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving can't get it to go. Hawks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And Young kicks to Capella. Snell, the pass to Young. Lays it up off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Young against Irving. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Kyrie sprung free on that pick and roll. Trying to stick with him is easier said than done.
To the paint. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And Durant launches from deep. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Young finds Snell. 1:30 left to play in the third.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Up again. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. And now it's a 10-point Brooklyn lead.
DeAndre is relentless on the boards. If you hesitate boxing him out for a second, you are toast.
Here's Young. Lays it up and banks it in. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
And the Nets making a change here. Brown's checked in. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. He kicks it to KD. Right at the free throw line. Rebounded by the Hawks. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Gallinari running. Hunter dishes to Gallinari. Passes to Hunter. Williams with the ball. The 9-foot shot. Pass to Fernando. Tries again. And he sinks the layup.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Now, here is Irving. He's guarded closely. Harris passes to Jordan. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Jordan's got 10 points in the game.
Every year, DeAndre gets a little more comfortable scoring the basketball. That play being a prime example.
Williams for 3. Missed. And so it's Brooklyn, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after.
You gotta win this quarter, listen.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. They've got Luwawu, Harden out there with Brown. Then it's Green, and it's Jordan in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Hunter. Up and in on the layup.
A tough guy who doesn't mind mixing it up. Hunter can do a lot of damage in the paint.
Harden scanning the floor. Here's Jordan. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Dunn, and Dunn with the slam.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
Harden against Dunn. Stripped away. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Gallinari running. That shot is off. Great D that time from Green.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
The kick out to Williams. Inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dunn. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. 6-point game.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Herter passes to Capella. Here's Gallinari, and Gallinari throws it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Green, no luck. The Hawks trail by 6, and so they foul intentionally. Kyrie Irving's checked in for James Harden. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. Tony Snell comes in for Hunter. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams. Capella, it's good on the putback.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Here's Irving. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Kyrie, an outstanding free throw shooter and very crafty, working himself to the line.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Young dishes to Capella. Back to Young. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Incredible night for Trae. Has direct involvement in nearly every facet of this offense.
Irving from long range gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Young drives in, banked in off the glass.
Never afraid to take the big shot. Trae Young, we have to call you Mr. Young.
Irving against Young. The shot's good from Irving. And the Nets lead by 7.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Here's Irving. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
He has really come into this second half on an absolute tear. Really impressive effort from him so far.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And it's James Harden in for Brown.
With that tight handle, Trae Young can get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
1:19 left in the 4th quarter of this one. And on the way from Irving for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Bogdanovich has got his 4th rebound in this one. Now Irving. On the wing, Irving. Over Bogdanovich. Irving misses. For Atlanta, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the 4th quarter. Really getting it done. And it's sent back by KD.
The standing reach of a center, the mobility of a guard. No wonder Durant sent that one back.
And Collins is right there.
Amazing. The growth of Collins seems to know no limits.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Harris outside. Harden the pass to Jordan. Shoots over Capella. It falls!
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Up top, Capella. Back to Young. Over Harden. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on James Harden.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Some players drift in and out of the action. Trey, he's always right in the middle of things.
Irving from long range. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And the Nets lead by 8.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
So it's the Nets picking up the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. The sun shining brightly on. And before.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
It does indeed. Thanks, David. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Irving at the 2. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Simmons. That shot misses. Great D that time from Jordan. A shot by Harden, wide open. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And this should be a fun one because of the pace these two teams play outdoors. It's all about up-tempo basketball.
Kev, I'll be surprised if the shot clock gets below 10 even once tonight. That's how fast both of these teams play. And consider this. In the NBA, across the entire 30 teams, your best field goal percentage always comes in the first 8 seconds of the shot clock. This should be tremendous.
Now here is Harris. Harden missing his last shot. Curry with it. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Offline from the high post. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Irving. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I love that Kyrie Irving doesn't settle for something on the perimeter. He goes right to the cup.
Simmons against Irving. And they double up Simmons. Chalk up 2 there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here is Harden after Ben Simmons' bucket. Here's Durant. It's stolen by Curry. Now the 76ers on the break. 6 feet out. Here's Simmons. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Oh, sensational speed by Simmons, trucking it down the court and beating everyone.
Here is Harden. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more.
And the shot is good.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others. And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
There's Green with the 3. He's off on that one. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
You know, you try to establish consistent substitution patterns. It helps you stay in a rhythm, and they had to go to their bench much too early.
Here is Harden. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Harris outside. It's Durant on the wing. Out to Harris. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. We go now to the 2K leaderboard to find out who the top three-point shooters have been since the All-Star break. Kevin Durant, number 1.
And instead of wearing down as the season's progressed, his legs really seem to have gotten stronger, and so has his three-point shooting.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Green. Shake Milton comes in for Seth Curry. And it's Hill in for Simmons. Here's Hill. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, that's strength and savvy from the veteran George Hill. Despite the defense's best ever, he does a great job finishing.
Harden against Hill. He gets that one.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Passes it to Thybulle. Now Milton. Clock is at 3. Lets it go from 11, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
They get the rebound. The kick out to Brown. Back to Griffin. On the wing, Harden. Nets passing it around. Durant down low. Hill's there.
Well, there's just great poise when you're talking about KD. His basketball management skills are excellent.
Out to Harris. From deep. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. 1 quarter in the books. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the...
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Brooklyn now, Griffin is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Luwawu in at the small forward. Outside Irving. The feed to Griffin. Let's go. No good from Irving.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Scooped up. Pass to Maxey. Milton with it. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Milton's got the lead up to 3 now for Philadelphia.
Well, this guy plays with such confidence and ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Now, here is Irving, defended by Milton.
Now, Kyrie has so many options when he runs the pick and roll. He runs it to perfection.
And here is Milton. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Miami. Now Irving. The pass to Luwawu. Feeds it to Griffin. The kick out to Irving. The Nets need to get a shot off here. No good from Luwawu. 76ers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Pass to Thibault. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Now, here's Irving. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. For 3, good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Irving's got the game tied up here for the Nets. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also, at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Harden finds Jordan. In the corner, Shamet with it. Here's Harden. passes it to Shamet. Harris looking it over. Second shot opportunity, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Well, think about Joe Harris, the 33rd pick in the 2014 draft. So that's the 3rd pick in the 2nd round. And boy, has he turned himself into a viable NBA player. Knockdown shooter who can now put it on the deck as well.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. The 76ers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Harden the pass to KD. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. 3-point lead. They're moving on after the tough loss. Doors, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Harris with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Heat in Miami.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
Simmons passes to Embiid. And he makes good on the layup. Embiid's got the lead up to 7 now for Philadelphia.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the 2nd quarter. Here is Harden. He has 5. Outside Durant. Shot to stop the run. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Got it off in time. And that would have counted, but his shot would... Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And Joel Embiid, the mega-talented center. He'll get into it with the... And that...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Ben Simmons in this game. He's been everywhere.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the 2nd half for Doc Rivers.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to KD. Out to the right wing. And here's Embiid. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. That one falls. Harris has got his first bucket of the night.
When you think of Steph Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
It's stolen by Harris. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Curry finds Embiid. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And it's an 11-point 76ers lead. Now Irving. He has 7, but 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Green missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Curry kicks to Embiid. Over Jordan. Embiid, no good. Nets trail by 9. Harris dishes to Irving. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Come on, that is remarkable work from Kyrie. Ridiculously crafty at how he gets into the defense and draws the foul.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Hill passes to Howard. Hill inside. He's covered by Irving. Howard misses. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Harris kicks to Jordan. Back to KD. Goes up from the top of the key. Offensive rebound. Out to Harris. Takes a 3. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Harden in for Irving. Shot clock at 5. Here's Harden. And it's sent back by Howard.
Now Dwight Howard at his best, sending it back. Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And there's the pass to Hill. Yes, that goes in. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Now, here is Harden. He's got 5.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Well, we've seen this over the course of George Hill's career. So savvy, finding the open man.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. 1:03 left in the third. And he banks in the layup. Harden's got 7 points.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Pass to Maxey. Howard against Griffin. Another shot. Nifty move. And there's the nice layup by Howard. And the 76ers lead by 10.
Well, this has been one of the staples of Dwight Howard's game. Get on the glass on the offensive end and finish it.
Harden with it. 7 points in the game. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebounded by Howard. The 76ers leading by 10. Maxey passes to Korkmaz. Now, here's Maxey. Guarded by Harris. Hill, no good. Here's Harris. The 3 from Harden. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers going into the break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Green is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then there's Brown. And it's Luwawu in at the 3. Here's Maxey. And yes, it's good. Maxey's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Pass to Luwawu. Jordan kicks to Brown. Second chance shot, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Maxey.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The first free throw is good, and the 76ers with a completely new group now. Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving comes in for James Harden. The 76ers leading by 8. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And here is Simmons. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So for the Nets, Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro, and it's James Harden in for Brown. Harris against KD. The kick out to Irving, and stolen by Simmons. Here's Curry. Here's Harris. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Now Irving. Pulls up on the wing. Kicks it out to Harden. 4 on the shot clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Simmons. Pass to Curry. Beyond the arc. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Irving. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
Durant, the pass to Irving. To the middle. They grab their own miss. A second chance effort. No good that time. The 76ers leading by 8. Harris outside. And Curry has it in the corner. And the 76ers get it back. Out to Harris. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back. And here's Harris from the arc. And the Nets miss again. Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Curry can't get it to go. Nets trail by 8. Harden the pass to Harris. Outside Irving. Over Simmons. And it's Irving missing. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Harris passes to Simmons. Curry with it. There's the pass to Embiid. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Curry, good.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Count it, good.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
And so the 76ers can now just hold on to the ball. Curry against Harden. Here's Curry. From deep three-point range, misses the shot. So the 76ers win it. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to... Well, the weekend is official, and let's go.
Hey, Kevin. Trey.
Thanks, DA. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for Ben Simmons.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. And for the Hawks, Clint Capella is out there with Collins. Then there's Tony Snell, Then it's Trae Young. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Simmons. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. That shot off. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, good defensive game plan, and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here's Embiid, hoping to put that miserable performance against Miami behind him tonight. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Now the regular season coming to a close, Greg. Some call these the dog days of the year. Winning teams ready for the playoffs, and lottery teams sometimes ready to hang it up and call it quits. It's kind of an interesting dynamic.
No doubt, Kevin. A lot of teams still have something to play for, whether it's fighting to make the playoffs or seeding. These games matter. And then with the younger teams, young players are trying to secure their future moving forward, and teams, they're doing a great job of evaluating and determining whether or not they want some of those guys on the roster the following year.
Very interesting. Here's Young after the Sixers pick up 2. Capella back to Young. Inside, here's Collins. Rejected by Harris.
Every so often, Tobias Harris showing you something defensively, and great timing to throw that one away.
Curry kicks to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Over in the corner, Green. Outside, Simmons. Shoots from the right block. Rejected by Young. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Orlando.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
A nice shot by Embiid.
And remember now, Embiid lost 20 pounds during the summer of 19. There, looking light on his feet in transition. And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Young. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Here's Simmons. That one off the back iron and out. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on. Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Atlanta making a switch here. Okongwu's checked in. Here's Huerter. 14 points from him the last game against Orlando.
Yeah, but there's always this point, and you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
Here's Hill following the score by Lou Williams. Hill passes to Milton. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Chris Dunn's checked in for Williams. Philadelphia also making some changes. Mike Scott's checked in for Simmons. And Maxey's subbed in for George Hill. Here's Milton. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early, and they are clicking in transition.
Dunn dishes to Okongwu. Back to Dunn. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
There's just no way you are stopping Dunn when he's that close to the bucket. A skilled finisher and amazing athlete.
Now here's Milton. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Heat in Miami. They get it back, and Howard with the second chance points.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Dunn passes to Gallinari. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Philadelphia in the driver's. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example for those who want to follow in his footsteps.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day, you come.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Taking a look at the 76ers. Actually out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Herter. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Dunn dishes to Okongwu. And stolen by Howard. Now the 76ers on the break. Oh, come on. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Now the 76ers on the break. Passes to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And no answer for Dwight Howard that deep inside the paint, always looking to throw it down.
Dunn outside. The pass to Herter. Feeds it to Okongwu. Howard with the steal. 3-on-3. Pass to Thybulle. Knocked loose. Okongwu with it. And the layup falls.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
The 76ers leading by 12. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Thybulle. His three-pointers off the mark. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Here's Herter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Clock at 6. Here's Gallinari. Dwight Howard grabs the board. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Korkmaz. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Korkmaz has got his first points of the night. The Hawks trail by 14.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. John Collins comes in for Gallinari. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Kevin Herter. Dunn outside. Down low. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan, also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Lou Williams is checked in for Hunter. Young is subbed in for Dunn. Now here's Curry. His last outing, he had 8 points. Shot on the wing, and he hits the jump shot. And the 76ers lead by 15.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed the tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
The kick out to Williams. Outside Bogdanovich. Young inside. Guarded by Simmons. And it's blocked by Simmons. Fast break. Here they come. And the wide open shot from Green. Bangs home the trifecta.
And guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
Young taking his time here. Embiid against Collins.
Just has a nose for the dunks. Collins up there once again.
And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Harris. He kicks to Embiid. Again, Philadelphia.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Young after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Bogdanovich passes to Okongwu. And Embiid with the block.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And so it's Philadelphia with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They're leading by 16. Kenny, what's your viewpoint? And
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. One of the stories here, Dwight Howard getting it done today.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at him.
Tony Snell is out there with Collins. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Young, and it's Capella in at the center. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Now here is Harris. Here's Curry. Sinks the 15-footer. Curry's got the first basket of the second half. That one for Philadelphia. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Tobias Harris getting a little bit creative, finding some room on the inside and keeping the defense guessing with that shot attempt.
And Young, here we go. And that one clearly a foul. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Trae Young. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. Korkmaz checked in for Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons. Lou Williams is checked in for the Hawks. Mike Scott's checked in for the 76ers. Shake Milton comes in for Korkmaz. Milton kicks to Scott, 14 feet away. Howard against Capella. Now, here's Maxey. No points in the game yet for him.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
The Hawks trail by 18. Dishes to Williams. There's the feed to Gallinari. To the wing right side. Here is Williams. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Philadelphia leading by 18. Here's Milton. And Capella sends it back. To the paint, trying to end the drought. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Maxey.
You wonder with talent around him how much more Kevin Huerter's offensive game can grow.
Philadelphia's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. On the wing, Milton. He has 6. Passes it to Maxey. He dishes it to Scott. The pass to Maxey. 4 on the clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Here's Howard. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
To the inside, Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
He's just gifted with the basketball, and that includes making plays. Lou Williams spotting a man that time.
And stolen by Hunter. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. The 76ers leading by 13. Scott can't get it to go.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
A 3-time Sixth Man of the Year. Last season, Lou Williams named his newborn son Six in honor of his success in that role.
We talk a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players. Maybe we can start to chisel out the sixth men of the year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument.
Here's Capella after Ben Simmons' bucket. Outside Williams. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And we talk about Lou Williams being one of those herky-jerky players, unpredictable at how he's going to score, but he will score.
And both free throws good for Lou Williams.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Simmons left side, pass to Hill. Harris outside. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. 76ers on top, up 11. 2K Sports back. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Philadelphia, the young stars Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. Hill is out there with Korkmaz, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They trail by 11. With some arc, and it's good on the layup. Young's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Hawks.
That is a tough shot there. Trae Young's such a small player. He needs that floater in his arsenal.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Tipped away. Young with the steal. And that's an intentional foul. Some changes for Philadelphia. Danny Green, he's checked in for Hill. And Curry subbed in for Korkmaz. Young up top. Guarded by Simmons. And Young kicks to Capella. To the middle. And the dunk by Capella.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
The 76ers leading by 7. Pass to Embiid. Green taking his time here. Passes it to Harris. Just 5 on the clock. 11 feet out and he hits it. And the 76ers lead by 9.
Tobias Harris becoming better and better from that range.
And here's Young. The dish to Capella. Back to Young. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And it's the 76ers with the ball. They led by as many as 18 points. Simmons passes to Curry. Capella against Simmons. Embiid. Rebounded by Snell.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Young against Embiid. Here's Capella. Can't hit from in close. Philadelphia leading by 9. Curry with a wide open look. From outside off the mark.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Collins passes to Capella. Back to Collins. And stolen by Harris. Here's Green. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists tonight.
And that's how you finish on the break. Green showing great hustle in transition.
Bogdanovich finds Young. Now Capella, guarded by Embiid, and the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. 1:49 left to play here in the fourth. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Hey, Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Snell dishes to Capella. Embiid with the steal.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Philadelphia.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D. forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
And not only are they on their way to winning this game, this also gives them a win in the season series.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Ben Simmons.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Back to Young. Now the pass to Capella. 6 on the shot clock. Young passes to Capella. Ben Simmons with the rebound. Harris finds Green. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the...
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. A great view of our broadcast locations in downtown Atlanta. We're all set to bring you today's act. Now it's ended.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
So the next starting five. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. And for the Hawks, Collins is out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Young in at the point. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep the focus.
Kevin Herter, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Here's Young. Makes it off the glass.
Right there, you see it. Young's ability to operate out of that pick and roll, very advanced for a player of his age.
Harden outside. Pass to Jordan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Here's Atlanta. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Well, they were on the wrong side of a very close matchup last time they met, but what a great game.
And in that game you mentioned, it was a great game. The reserves played a huge role.
And then Durant with the dunk.
We know DeAndre Jordan is a shot blocker, but that time he got out and got a steal on the defensive end.
Herter passes to Young. In the corner, Collins with it. Back to Young. Down low. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Clock at 2. Collins. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They come in.
Oh, that was worth the break. My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Now here's Harden. D right on him. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
Young drives in to the paint. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Herter passes to Capella. Back to Herter.
Irving bringing a little more intensity to the defensive end there, using his speed to get ahead of that shot.
Atlanta making some changes. Hunter's checked in for Tony Snell. And it's Bogdanovic in for Kevin Herter. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Bogdanovic dishes to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Puts one up from 19, but they recover it. The 3 from KD. Rebound by the Hawks.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Hunter, the pass to Capella. And he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
How about the force of that dunk by Capella? Wow.
Nets trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Irving. Drops it in from 11 feet.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Young outside. Inside. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
You know, Capella, one of the very best in the league at getting out of the screen and getting to the right spot.
Outside Irving. From 10 feet out. And he hits the jumper for 2. Irving's got his second basket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
The Nets have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Durant for 3. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Durant's got 5 now.
There is no limit to where Durant can shoot from, which is what makes him really dangerous when he's got the ball in his hands.
Young dishes to Capella. The kick out to Young. A floater. He takes it up and lays it in.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Outside Irving. Again, the Nets for 2.
Irvin has the touch needed to do damage from just about anywhere, including from there.
The Hawks trail it. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Young, here we go. And Jordan sends it back. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Gallinari comes in for John Collins. Williams, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Young. And a new group in for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu is checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for James Harden.
And look at how much pressure Williams puts on the defense in the open court. Always pushing the action and playing downhill.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
How can we be the best version of ourselves individually?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they played here early on.
I agree with you. I mean, they hit the ground running, had a strong start to the game that they're hoping they can manage the rest of the way.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Brown out there with Irving. Then there's Green. Then there's Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4. Here's Irving. It's hauled in by Dunn.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Williams gets the bucket.
Sliding his way inside. Williams taking advantage of that late reaction by the defense.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Atlanta making a switch here. Snell's checked in. James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Dunn looking over the floor. Outside Williams. Now the feed to Okongwu. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Harden kicks to Griffin. Kicks it out to Harden. And a miss there on the triple. The Hawks leading. Dunn attacking. Williams passes to Okongwu. Here's Dunn, and he uses the glass on the layup. Dunn's got his first points of the game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The dish to Griffin. Kicks it out to Harden. Will it go? And the Nets miss again.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Dunn. Collins checked in for the Hawks. Trae Young comes in for Lou Williams. Jordan the pass to KD. And Harris wide open. He shoots, drains it from beyond the arc. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Atlanta. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another thing they've done well, guys, this first half is challenge shooters and change shots. A bunch of block shots early.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Irving, good.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Young drives in. Capella, great positioning on the putback. Capella's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Nobody near Irving. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Hawks have gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. Shots good from Young.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
Brooklyn's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Irving drives in. Brown dishes to Jordan. Out to Harris. Back to Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Just 2 to shoot. Puts it up from 17. The offensive rebound. And Capella sends it back.
Boy, the timing Capella has on the defensive end. Outstanding. Terrific at knowing exactly when to go up for those blocks.
And that one's good, Irving. 19 points for Kyrie Irving.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Tie game in Atlanta. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams. And that...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Collins is out there with Clint Capella. Then it's Young. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Bogdanovich in at the shooting guard. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's the combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Here's Irving. Yep, it counts. Irving's got 24 points.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And an intentional foul right there for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Molinari comes in for John Collins. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. Williams passes to Okongwu. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. The Hawks shooting their first free throws here for the night. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, they're with.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video reviews showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Tell you what, guys, it's simply a guessing game for the defense when Dunn is involved in pick and roll situation. From that spot, and in that situation, he can beat you a lot of ways.
Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Rejected by Harris. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And there's KD. That's good on the assist from Harden. Durant's got 7 points in the game.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
And it's done penetrating. Comes up empty down low. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Kevin Huerter. He's checked in for Tony Snell. Here's Irving. No good there. So Atlanta will take it the other way. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. Hunter's checked in for the Hawks. And here is Williams. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. To the paint, here's Okongwu. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Okongwu's now got 4 points this quarter.
And don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Irving. Count it.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Williams attacking. Okongwu kicks to Williams. A rebound by the Nets.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Here's Irving. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You know, I like how Irving also keeps the defense guessing, keeps them off balance, and he's so crafty and creative around the basket.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Williams passes to Huerter. Back to Williams. Pass to Okongwu. And Griffin sends it back. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Irving leading the charge. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. He dishes it to Griffin. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Harden scanning the floor. The pass to Shamet. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. We've got Durant. Joe Harris is out there with Harden. And it's Green, and it's Claxton in at the center position.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's Durant, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Nets lead by 5.
Methodical and productive from mid-range. Few players in the NBA shoot it like Kevin Durant.
Capella finds Collins. Green against Bogdanovich. Great tee that time from Green.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Out to Harris. Jeff Green on the wing. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Johnny Snell's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And the Nets also making a change. Jordan's checked in. Young looking around. Feeds it to Capella. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clint Capella is a guy who's a defensive anchor and takes quality shots, and because of that, he plays his role to perfection.
Irving's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Nets leading by 3. Harden outside. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. Here's Irving. Rebound by the Hawks. Collins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Young now, top of the key. Collins against Irving. And Collins gets double teamed. Kicks to Capella. On the clock. Oh, that's offensive interference. So for the Hawks, Hunter's checked in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogan Bogdanovich. And it's done in for Trae Young. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 3-point lead. It's Harden with the drive. Good on the bucket.
Tremendous speed on the drive. Harden is consistent in attacking the basket.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Harden against Dunn. Here's Capella. Got it. Good job in the low post. Capella's got 4 this quarter.
So good to see the role players stepping up in big moments. That's a big basket for Clint Capella.
Now here's Harden. Defense right on him. Passes it to Jordan. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Nets lead by 5.
Hey, that's why you want an experienced veteran like DeAndre Jordan. That's a huge hoop from him.
Done outside. He feeds it to Capella. 1:46 left in the 4th. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
I love what Capella brings to the game. Tough, physical, strong, relentless. Got to respect what he does on these contact finishes.
Stolen. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. In the corner, Collins with it. Pass to Capella. Collins in the post. KD's on him. And finished off by Collins.
And pressure doesn't get to Collins. Baskets like that prove how locked in he is.
And they go to the intentional foul for the Hawks. Tony Snell's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Trae Young subbed in for Dunn. Harden dishes to Jordan. Trae Young grabs the miss. Hawks have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Bogdanovic. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Irving. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And, Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. With this game still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. See how it plays out, Kevin.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Harden against Bogdanovic. Kept alive. Here's Jordan. Yes!
Jordan coming up big. His name is Cole, and he ups the ante and delivers.
Young passes to Capella. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Here's Irving. It counts.
Comfortable in the clutch. That's who Kyrie Irving is, unfazed by the game's biggest moments.
Here's Capella. It's off. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have our look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nets, Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the point. Now here's Simmons. And he goes big with a dunk right over DeAndre Jordan.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane. And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
Irving against Curry. Irving drives in, knocks it down from 7 feet.
Almost impossible to stop on the drive at times. I mean, Irving's penetrating ability, just remarkable.
Outside Curry. And it's sent back by Irving. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. Here's Curry. 8 points his last outing. 5 to shoot. Kicks it to Harris. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Irving passes to Harris. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G. A great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on it.
And, guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Here's Jordan. 76ers getting the bucket. Irving with the ball. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And coming down the home stretch, Chris, this is where modern-day strength and conditioning programs really show their worth.
Yeah, definitely. You need the analytics of sports science. I mean, it seems to evolve a little bit every year. And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
3 for 4 from the field to start the game. They'll take that.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. And stolen by Simmons. Green inside. Harris is there. Embiid finds Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, he continues to improve as a passer. The sky's the limit for Embiid and his all-around game.
Durant feeling it out a bit. And he overshot that one, missing.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range, just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
And the basket by Curry.
Oh, man, he's doing a little of everything for this team. Embiid's floor awareness, really impressive.
And so it's Brooklyn with it after the Sixers pick up 2. Harden right side. Outside Irving. Offensive rebound.
Man, what persistence on the glass. Durant excels at staying after misses, using all that length and height.
Outside Simmons. Pass to Harris. 1:33 left to play in the first quarter.
The chemistry Embiid has with his guys. I mean, he seems to know exactly when to go for these alley-oops.
Here is Harden. He picked up 18 points in their last win against San Antonio.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too.
The shot's good from Irving.
Torch from mid-range. I mean, that's almost unmatched. I mean, Irving is dead-eye from that range.
Now Simmons, 8 points his last outing. And that one, good. Simmons got 10 points.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And here is KD. A 14-point game for him in the win against San Antonio.
Yeah, and as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
Now here's Durant. 4-point game. There's 25 seconds left in the first. Green dishes to Harris. Out to the wing and stolen by Irving. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And the shot goes in.
Oh, just spectacular in the open floor. When Harden's coming downhill, you're at his mercy.
Now here's Simmons. He gets it up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. A good close contest so far as we finish. Naturally a ball-dominant player. James Harden talked to...
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, playing off the ball is...
giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Brown. Luwawu is out there with Green. Then there's Griffin, and it's Irving at the 1. Here's Luwawu, following the basket by Dwight Howard. Luwawu, the pass to Griffin. And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Griffin.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Mike Scott's checked in for Philadelphia. Maxey comes in for George Hill. Hilton the pass to Maxey. Howard with it. And the pass to Milton. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
They looked totally in sync. They knew what they wanted to accomplish, and then they went out there and did it.
Irving looking for an opening. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
They get it again. Over to the wing. Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Brown. Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Love the aggressive mind state. Howard showing how authoritative he is inside.
Irving with the ball. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. Shoots from 12. Basket counts. Irving's got his third basket of the night.
You see how quickly Irving gets off the ground? He's a confident scorer from any area on the court.
And drafted 42nd back in 2018 out of Miami, Bruce Brown has shown himself to be a rugged two-way guard.
Yeah, he's a second-round steal. Yeah, he competes at the defensive end of the floor, and the shooting numbers are trending in the right direction. Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other five in the league.
Irving for three. Traps in the tray. Irving's got 9 points.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Pass to Scott. 1:49 left in the first half. Maxey passes to Scott. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Then for the 76ers, Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Tobias Harris comes in for Mike Scott. And Simmons subbed in for Shake Milton. Now here's Harden. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Jordan's shot is off. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Heat in Miami. It's stolen by Harris. Now, here's Shamet. He's tightly guarded. Out to Harris. Shamet on the wing. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And the 76ers with some changes. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Curry subbed in for Maxey. Here's Simmons. 10 points for him. And Simmons slams it in.
Give him another. Simmons is terrific tonight. He's figuring out ways to light it up.
Harden with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Here's Shamet. And the Nets miss again.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Showing off that athleticism. Harris is more than happy to slam it down like this.
Harden against Simmons. Harden the pass to Jordan. Now, here is Harden, guarded closer, and he banks in the layup. Harden's got his second bucket of the night.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Curry with the three. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Now Harden. He kicks it to KD. It could go. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, and with and that
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. Now, here is Harden, following the miss by DeAndre Jordan. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Harris.
Well, when you draw this much attention from the D, you know someone's bound to be left open, and Harden finds it.
Here's Simmons, goes straight through the defender for the dunk. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now here's Curry. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers, McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Here's Curry following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Good. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Harden, and the layup's good off the glass. Harden's got 6.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
It's Durant with the drive. Irving for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
It's good. Curry's got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Irving against Curry. Irving dishes to Jordan. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Harris passes to Embiid. Back to Harris. All sorts of time. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 10. And the Nets miss again.
Oh, when the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Here is Harden. He's got 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Outside Durant. 1:04 left in the 3rd quarter of the game.
He's standing almost 7 feet tall. With that kind of skill, that kind of height, athleticism, his mid-range jumper, it'll always be there for Durant.
59 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, the physicality of Simmons on display, showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Harden the pass to KD. On the wing, Irving. Kept alive. Jordan kicks to Irving. Pass to Harden.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's sent back by Irving. And they get it back.
Oh, man, and defenders have to be more cautious when guarding Harris. He is constantly looking to draw contact on the shots.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
And Harris drops them both.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Irving for three. Drills the three-pointer. Irving's got 12 points in the game.
His three-point shot does not let him down. One of the many ways Irving affects the game.
Milton finds Harris. It's stolen by Green. And so it's Philadelphia. They lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Green. Irving is out there with Brown. Then there's Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. Here's Irving. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Irving's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Nets. Philadelphia shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. Here's Maxey. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Maxey's got his first basket of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Here's Claxton. The dish to Griffin. Outside Irving. 5 on the clock. They kick it out to Green. Can't hit that one. Now the 76ers take it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Scott finds Howard. Now Thibault. Here's Milton. Offline with his three.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Sinks the three-pointer. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
And the three-pointers is becoming a weapon for him now. You can see it. I mean, this is the second of this half, third overall.
Here's Maxey. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris is checked in for Jeff Green. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Tobias Harris comes in for Scott. Green, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ben Simmons in for Shake Milton.
That's all you have to do. Throw it in Simmons' general direction. He'll take care of the rest.
Harris against Durant. Second shot opportunity. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Now here's Simmons. Down low. Here's Embiid. Outside for Simmons. Tries again. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the 76ers lead by 12.
Oh, how about the length of Embiid? I mean, it's tough to deal with. Outstanding, using it to gobble up offensive rebounds.
Harden the pass to Jordan. In the corner, it's Harris. Back to Jordan. Outside for KD. And the basket is good.
This just in. Durant is special. I mean, how easy the offensive end comes.
Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Brown. And here's Maxey. The jumper from the free throw line is good. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably some...
Textbook. Oh, wow. In your face. He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. He's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
Harden finds Jordan. We know, Greg, the NBA is full of superstars, yet you can foul out of the game after 6 personal fouls, and some have suggested instead just tacking on an extra free throw when a player commits their 6th+ foul, and then they can stay in the game.
You know, I think something along those lines could make sense. No doubt it's tough to see the marquee player riding the bench because it's not just the 6th foul, right? In some coaches, you pick up 2 in the first quarter, you're done for the quarter. You pick up a 3rd in the second, you're done for the half.
Yes.
So I would like to see something, but I think it's got to also be fair. Maybe you get free throws and another possession. Maybe something along those lines might be in the best interest of the game.
I like that. Harden kicks to Irving. Back to Harden. From deep. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Harden outside. And, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Wow. You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Wonderful instincts on the defensive end. I like how Simmons stayed.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Welcome to Philadelphia, the birthplace. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lou Williams.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Looking, that was something else.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
And Young kicks to Collins. Looking for Young. He gets it there. And Capella the bucket on the assist by Young. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Beautiful handles by Tobias Harris. A tough cover off the dribble.
Young outside. Capella dishes to Young. The Hawks working the ball around. Collins wide open. He fires. And it's off from three-point range. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. The shot by Curry, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Rejected by Harris.
Great position on that play from Tobias. Challenging the shot and getting a piece of it.
Capella, the pass to Bogdanovich. They get it back. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Capella's got his second bucket of the game to go. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Simmons. And he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size. And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power. I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
Young with the ball. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Orlando.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
And they double up Simmons. Over in the corner, Green. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Snell finds Capella. They double him with Green. The kick out to Young. Back to Capella. Just 5 to shoot. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
On the wing, Green. 11 points for him in that last game against the Heat in Miami.
This is something Danny has been working on, putting the ball on the floor and taking it strong.
Young dishes to Bogdanovich. Collins in the post, guarded by Harris, and it's Capella missing.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Curry gets the bucket.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
It's Young on the wing. Over Harris. Up again. And Simmons with the rebound. So the 76ers, their last game, a loss to the Heat. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And the shot goes in from Embiid.
This is as good as it gets
for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
The Hawks trail by 6. Now Young. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Capella, the pass to Young. And he could not get that one to go. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
76ers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And so he makes both from the line. Williams scanning the floor. Okongwu dishes to Williams. Can they get it? He lays it in.
Despite having a small frame, this is a big part of Lou Williams' game, taking it up strong inside.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. 76. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Howard. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Maxey. And it's Milton in at the shooting guard position. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. 9-point game. Here's Williams. It's not going to go for him. And Philadelphia the other way now. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
They wreaked havoc on the defensive end and really held the pace of the game in their favor for the entire game.
The Hawks trail by 9. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Back to Herter. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Okongwu. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
The 76ers leading by 7. And here's Maxey. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's rebounded by Herter. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
And Kevin Herter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. he's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
George Hill's checked in for Philadelphia. And a switch here also for Atlanta. As Dunn's checked in for Kevin Herter.
Nice dime to the open man. George Hill, more of a combo guard, making things happen right there.
Dunn kicks to Williams. The feed to Okongwu. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Takes the 13-footer. No good. Shot missing. Now the 76ers take it the other way on the wing. Hill. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Korkmaz passes to Hill. He dishes it to Howard. They double team Howard. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
And the Hawks with possession here. The Hawks trail by 7. Williams kicks to Okongwu. Gallinari outside. Over to the left wing. Hunter dishes to Gallinari. Shot clock at 6. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Hill against Dunn. Hill passes to Thibault. Now here is Hill. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Korkmaz kicks to Hill. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams. Young passes to Capella. Outside, Green. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Curry against Young. And there's the pass to Bogdanovich. It's tipped. Here's Young. Misses off the right eye. Philadelphia leading by 5. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Knocks down the 3-ball. Curry's got 7.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Here's Young. And he uses the glass on the layup.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Simmons inside. Working on Collins. That one goes in.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Dunn dishes to Capella. Young left side. Here's Collins. And so it's the Philadelphia 70. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. And we know that Joel Embiid is one of the best centers in the league. That's all for now.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Clint Capella really making a difference here.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
This is why you prepare. Get ready for the opportunity if it comes your way, because you may be asked to deliver.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Young in at the point guard position. And Collins has got the ball here for Atlanta. Trailing here by 8.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can tack from inside as well as outside.
Here's Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And that's now 10 points for Clint Capella.
Even though he's an elite scoring talent, Young finds ways to involve his teammates.
And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, G.A.? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
Young, right side, and stolen by Simmons. It's Curry. That time on the assist from Tobias Harris. Curry's got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers. Young looking it over. The three. Here's Capella. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Green. Shake Milton comes in for Seth Curry. And it's Hill in for Ben Simmons. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Herter, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Williams in for Trae Young.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Williams finds Capella. Good D by Embiid.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
A shot by Milton, no good. The Hawks trail by 10. Passes to Hunter. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Now here's Milton. Not a lot of room. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the 76ers lead by 8.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, and you know what's going to happen, there are going to be points put on the board.
Keeps it alive, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got 6 in the quarter.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Milton kicks to Harris. Atlanta with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Embiid. Mike Scott comes in for Harris. And Maxey's subbed in for Hill. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. And here they come. It's stolen by Milton. Here's Maxey. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Herter passes to Hunter. Over Thibault. Atlanta again missing.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
The Hawks trail by 8. Here's Williams. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Okongwu with it, feeds to Williams. Howard with the steal. Thibault kicks to Howard. And here's Maxey. He's still scoreless so far in this one. No good from Howard. He got it up. That one's not going to go. And we've reached the end of the third. Philadelphia ahead, up 8. Live. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Korkmaz is out there with Seth Curry. And it's Green. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Yeah, how about the concentration by the 6'10" Simmons? Ridiculously good at completing these chances despite the D's best effort.
Dunn dishes to Bogdanovich. Pass to Snell. Back to Bogdanovich. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Collins finds Snell. To the inside. 6 to shoot. Korkmaz grabs the miss. The 76ers leading by 11. It's Curry outside. They kick it out to Green. Howard trying to free himself up. A new 14 for the 76ers. And Green with the basket on the assist by Howard.
A tremendous floor spacer. Danny Green has that sniper's mentality.
Young pass to Bogdanovich. To the middle. Howard with the steal. Here's Simmons. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Buries the long-range jumper. Bogdanovich has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Young with the steal. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And it's good, 2 points.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Simmons dishes to Curry. There's the triple. Doesn't go for him.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
In the corner, Collins with it. Simmons against Bogdanovich. Green kicks to Howard. Curry outside. They grab their own miss. There's the 3. Here's Korkmaz. Pass to Curry. Outside, Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Green's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the fourth for the 76ers. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. It's a 14-point game. Puts up a 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Dunn. Here's Simmons. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Hawks trail by 14. Bogdanovich passes to Collins. Dunn outside. Back to Collins. Dunn outside. Clock at 6. The feed now to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Never one to shy away. Collins delivers as much contact as he receives.
Simmons inside. He's guarded by Collins.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Young dishes to Dunn. Young against Curry. Left side, Collins. Bogdanovich passes to Collins. And it's good for 2. Collins has got 4 points in the quarter.
Attacking the teeth of that defense. This is where Collins makes his living.
Here's Simmons. Now the dish to Howard. Here's Korkmaz. Here's Simmons. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Philadelphia.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
And on the season, this is going to be their 3rd win in 4 games against this team.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ben Simmons.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Young. The teardrop falls in.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Another shot. Here's Howard. They shoot again, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Collins.
And just an amazing shot fake there from Howard, effectively bringing the defender off the ground and just going right into the contact.
No luck that time either. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. Some good moments.